This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Titans of Houston. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports.
Red on red.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
11,
Now Lawrence. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Think right open. Think right open. Here we go.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Here's Lawrence to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Titans, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Hey, Jupiter. 13, Lou. Hey, I'm gun.
Now Lawrence. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. Third down here. You talk about this Titan defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Titans are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Left side, he finds Pierce. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down. So you look at this situation and the relocation, it's worked other places. You've got the 2 teams in L.A. Until recently, we had 2 out in the Bay Area. Of course, the 2 New York teams. Now 2 teams calling Houston home. Well, we know that they do things big here in Texas, and if these fans here are any indication, this city is ready to support a second team. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. Play action. Stroud now. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That is caught by Lamb. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's another 1st down on a big gainer there, 33 yards.
Here we go.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Easy, 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 easy. Here we go.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
11. 30 left. Go, let's go. Take right open.
Here's Lawrence. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. Touchdown! CeeDee Lamb. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Stroud looking to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward.
79 Broncos. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Easy. Silver.
Lawrence will throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A.J. Brown with career touchdown number 70. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 8.
Cut 19.
Stroud. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up.
Here we go, set. Buffalo 18. 60 Maverick. Riggs. 65 Cats, 19 Lions.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Lawrence. Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Here we go, sir. Hey, kill. 13, Luke. Dirty left.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam to the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Paid for this?
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick 6 against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick 6 of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard, because how about the response? One defense gets the pick 6, the other comes back and matches it. These are 2 defenses that are planning on winning the game for their teams themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Mustang
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Stroud. And incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Cowboy 80. Bronco 80. Go.
On second down, here's Gibbs. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. Here comes third down and 7. Play action. Here's Stroud. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Lisa 24.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun on third down, Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Heavy, heavy.
First down, Baltimore.
He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Red on red.
Second down and 6 now. Now a handoff as they run left side. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Bring it in.
Ready?
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. First and 10. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Stroud now on second down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Sauce Gardner picks it off. Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him? Able to throw 4 picks already, they're certainly hoping that he can turn things around and quickly.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
Gun.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. CeeDee Lamb with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Ravens have taken a 5-touchdown lead in the second quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
79 Broncos. Sixty Bison. Warriors 70.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston. Sam Laporta, 53 yards. And the Titans are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the have a zinger or two today, and I was like, oh, a zinger or two. I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
Hey, go, go. Rocco switch. Rocco switch. Here we go, Hunt.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now Lawrence to throw. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that's going to bring up second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27.
Here we go, Hunt.
Back to throw. Lawrence over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
11. Here we go, Hunt.
On first and 10, it's Lawrence. And it's intercepted at the goal. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
13.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
18, Pioneer, trap 60, trap 60.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, first and 10. This to Laporta, right side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here we go, set. Cup 19, Cup 19. Hurt. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Stroud now on first and 10. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And this is going to be a Titans first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Yard gain on the play. That's good for a Titans first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Stroud, he's going to audible to something else.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Boy, it's the same old song, isn't it? And right now, this one doesn't sound too sweet. They've been thoroughly outclassed so far. And there's another tackle for a loss.
Yeah, that's something that we've said quite a bit in this game. Stroud on 3rd down now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Just more frustration here offensively, and you can see it in their play and now in their body language. You know they were hoping to put a drive together to begin this 3rd quarter, but it's just not clicking right now, and it's going to be a quick call to the punt team.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Big 13 heavy.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
It's a pickup of 6.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
38-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, But they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now Lawrence. That is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 41-yard line. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
He's going to go up top again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
11, Agate. Hey, kill.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be fourth down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Titans are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
42-yard line.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Stroud to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Gibbs on the toss left. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They're down here in the third quarter, trying to get something going to the outside there. Didn't work out, though.
Yeah, and from the cheap seats and from where you and I are sitting, we did pay a pretty good price to get in here, right? You often wonder to yourself, why do you make that type of a call? That one went for no gain. But I think this offense thinks to itself, if we keep running these plays, eventually something may pop. It just didn't on that one.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Touchdown, Titans. Sam Laporta, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Dicker now to tack on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 26. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Patterson now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Ravens 56, Titans 23.
And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. Pushing his way through. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
105 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
13, Lou.
On second down, here's Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Hey, I'm gun. Red.
On second down, they'll run it here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Well, Lawrence going to move them around a bit.
11. Go. Red. Silver.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. From midfield now, Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Shreds the tackle, and he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 10 more there and another first down.
24. 11.
Play action. It's Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. Touchdown. CeeDee Lamb. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
23.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And he'll just take a seat and the drive will begin. Five-yard line.
25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On the bootleg, Stroud. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up fourth.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 19 tight, 19 tight.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready?
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
7 Pirates, go street. Panther 11, Dragon 60.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Jupiter. Here we go,
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
23.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ross. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Let's go now.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now 2nd and 9. Quick throw out wide, and Pierce has got it. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The Titans on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. In motion goes the tight end. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Hey, smash. 19 Lion.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to throw. Brock. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 25-yard line. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. Well, Charles, I mean, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really
Rib, 23. Here we go, Sahat. Hey, easy, Ralph, Ralph. Sahat. Hey, gold, gold. Gold, gold. Here we go, Sahat. Got it. Ready? Here we go, Sahat. Okay, break. Here we go, Sahat. Hey, Ron. Red, red. On the ready. Silver. Ready, set. Silver. On red. Here goes a hot. All right, let's go. Here goes a hot. Lisa, 24. Hey, hey. Red on red. It's hot. Hey, Lion, Lion. We're at the hut. Ready, ready. Here we go at the hut. Here we go, Sahat. On the jump. Ram 23. Hey, easy, Ralph, Ralph, Ralph. Hot. Hey, go, 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 go. Hey, Ron. Break. On red. No. All right, let's go. No. Lisa, 24. Silver. Augusta, huh?